A very good morning and welcome to Health Fact Forum conducted by Johor Health Department. I am Christian, will be the host for this wonderful forum. Today, we are here to discuss the issue about the childhood obesity in Malaysia. It is one of the biggest health problems facing children nowadays. We hope this forum will be your source of good information about your health. We have assembled here with our panels to share information. According to our Health Minister Tan Sri Dato Dr. Liao Tiong Lai, 1.7 million Malaysians below the age of 18 were obese, and this put Malaysia 6th in the obesity rankings for Asia. What we are going to do to overcome the obesity problem? For our forum today, we have with us Dr. Samuel Ek, pediatrician from Children's Hospital Kuala Lumpur, Chief of Children and Family Service, Johor School District, Ms. Siti Mesbara Anand, and last but not least, Ms. Nur Irdani Muhammad Salim from Kuala Lumpur Health Department. Thanks for coming. So, Dr. Samuel, what are the factors that can cause childhood obesity?
The main factor which causes childhood obesity is food. Children take too much of unhealthy food, and most of the children will not have the time to take a good breakfast at home. The children have to take their breakfast in the school canteen that sells nasi lemak and noodles. We made our children to eat the wrong food or breakfast at the school canteen because they have to go to school very early in the morning.
What is a good breakfast actually?
A good breakfast is to have fruits or fruit juice such as apples, bananas, oranges, or papayas as our main drink in the early morning. Fruit juices will clean and nourish our body. It helps to stabilize the acidic and alkaline balance in our body. We should have foods that contain protein such as half-boiled eggs, baked beans, roasted chicken, lamb, or beef. We should have foods that contain fibers such as cereals, oats, and cornflakes with milk. On addition to that, we may have a cup of green tea with no honey.
Yes, doctor, I agree with you. We Malaysians are actually taking the wrong kinds of breakfast. Nowadays, we need to do our thing as quickly as we could, and everything we have to do as fast as possible. We ignore our breakfast because we have to be early at work, which starts at 7:30 a.m. at the morning. And we wake up very late in the morning and we have no time for breakfast. Because of that, both parents and children are having their breakfast at the school and office canteen. What do they have at the canteen? Whatever it is available at the canteen, nasi lemak and noodles, teh tarik and hot coffee for a drink. Very few Malaysians are having breakfast at home, and if they do, they will eat either nasi lemak, noodles or fried food with onions and ikan bilis. We have to admit that most Malaysians are not having good food for their breakfast.
In my opinion, obesity is also caused by wrong lifestyle. Wrong lifestyles are caused by our wrong belief and mental outlook. School children who are experiencing stress will like to eat more foods that contain sugar and carbohydrates such as ice cream, chocolates, nasi lemak, and carbonated drinks. When we take foods that contain more sugar and carbohydrates such as nasi lemak at one time, the body will produce more insulin at a time. The greater amount of insulin produced will cause the extra sugar in the body to be quickly converted into glucose and stored in the body, and because of this, less or no sugar can be taken to the brain. When our brain does not receive sufficient amount of sugar, we tend to be sleepy and we lose our concentration. It is true that it is not good for our children to take foods that contain plenty of sugar or carbohydrate for their breakfast. It is very important for our children to take breakfast in the early morning before they go to school.
Doctor, do you think the parents are aware of the obesity issue?
From my point of view, I get to know that the parents are not clear on what they have to do. They have no behavior changes, taking nasi lemak as their breakfast and taking a large amount of sugary and carbohydrate drinks almost every day. On the other hand, working parents are offering outside food which contains more unhealthy ingredients for their children.
Yes, I agree with you. Some parents even reward fast food for their children on their success. Home is the best place to start promoting a healthy lifestyle to children. Parents should give their children healthy food rather than rewarding them with junk food.
How is it possible, ma'am, if the parents themselves are not eating vegetables and fruits? Parents are their model. The children will imitate whatever their parents do. So, if they saw their parents eating more vegetables and fruits, most likely the child will follow their footsteps. For them, their parents are their heroes.
There's another important point that I would like to add on parents should involve their children in planning and preparing their meals. Take them to the market or grocery shopping they will learn how to make healthy food choices. Besides that, ask them to help while preparing food like washing and cutting their vegetables and their fruits.
Yes, doctor. Food is the main reason for the obesity, especially junk food. Many of the junk food have a high sugar, salt, and fat content as well as artificial flavoring, and the dangers of children relying on junk food may cause low nutritional value. Major concerns have been raised about the health of an entire generation. Miss Hura, can you tell us why the children are so keen with the junk food?
It is undeniable. The children love junk food. Advertisers and manufacturers of junk food face the most criticism for their marketing plays, such as including toys with products or placing advertisement during children's television programs. Advertising of food high in fat, sugar, and salt has a direct effect on children wanting and eating these unhealthy foods, which lead to obesity. From a survey, by advertising fatty and sugary food, they earn 100 ringgit million per year, and consumer association have repeatedly called for ban in junk food promotion.
Ms. Redani, would you like to share something?
Here I would like to share about some surveys we did recently with primary school children about healthy diet. A boy named Saiful said, "Pizza is my favorite. If my mother makes dinner, I don't like it, so I just order a delivery to my house." One more case of one girl who said she usually skip her breakfast because she don't have the appetite for anything early in the morning, so grabbing some candy bars will do before recess. This showed that how these young teenagers being ignorant about their own health.
Well, that was a good one. As the parents, we should play an important role in feeding the children and educate them with the healthy food. Maintaining healthy weight has a lot to do with the food and also the right amount of exercises. Are they getting enough exercises in school and at home?
From my opinion, children now spend less time being physically active during school as well as at home. There has been an immense change over the years in children's entertainment, from physical or outdoor activities to indoor video games and televisions.
Unhealthy diet and lack of exercise cause life-threatening diseases too. Doctor, what are the health problems faced by the obesity children and what is your advice?
Young people, some as young as 7, are suffering from type 2 diabetes, a disease that generally hits those in their 50s. Overweight and obese children are also more likely to become overweight and obese teenagers. And if the situation is not addressed, they will turn into overweight adults. Plain drinking water also is made available to school children at all times to avoid diseases.
Children who are obese normally emotionally and psychological effect beside of life-threatening illness. Children also suffer from teasing by their peers, discriminated from family and friends, low self-esteem, and depression among the psychological effect. These cause the children being passive and not performing well. There were several cases of commit suicide because of being bullied and teased by peers.
Before we end our forum, what are steps that should be taken to overcome childhood obesity?
I would like to give some suggestions about creating a better awareness and understanding about the body measurement as a guide to our health. Body mass index (BMI) should be listed in their report cards. The health minister also is campaigning for people to know their BMI. I think the campaign should aim for more practical and easier measurements for people to understand and relate to. BMI also is useful for doctors and health professionals to classify and advise the patients accordingly.
As parents, we should play an important role in feeding our children. We should closely monitor what goes into our kids' tummy. No doubt there are some mothers who love to cook and feed the whole family with great food. Thus, we shall have to eat healthy food by the food pyramid. In order to promote a healthy lifestyle and eating nutritious food, we as parents has to start first. Cook homemade food instead of buying outside or fast food. Bring along children to exercise, and children are good observers. They imitate what we do. At the same time, we only allow junk food for our children only once a month and in small quantities.
That's true. Small hawkers selling junk food near the school area should be prohibited. All school children need to undergo fitness tests, and parents together with other children should involve in different kinds of outdoor activities and exercises.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, doctor. We hope from our discussion today our community will be aware of childhood obesity. We also hope to solve the problems or at least reduce the childhood obesity level in Malaysia. Prevention is better than cure. Thank you very much to our panels, Dr. Samuel, Ms. Erdani, and Ms. Mezhura, for sharing their opinion and information with us. That's all for today, and we will meet again next week with another issue. I am Christian from Health Fair Forum conducted by Johor Health Department, signing off. Thank you, good night.